remain standing and join in the national anthem. Let us pray. Almighty God, who has given us this good land for our heritage, we humbly beseech Thee that we may always prove ourselves a people mindful of Thy favor and glad to do Thy will. Bless our land with honorable industry, sound learning, and pure manners. Save us from violence, discord, and confusion, from pride and arrogancy, and from every evil way. Defend our liberties, and fashion into one united people the multitudes brought hither out of many kindreds and tongues. Endue with the spirit of wisdom those to whom in Thy name we entrust the authority of government, that there may be justice and peace at home, and that, through obedience to Thy law, we may show forth Thy praise among the nations of the earth. In the time of prosperity, fill our hearts with thankfulness, and in the day of trouble, suffer not our trust in Thee to fail. All which we ask through Jesus Christ our Lord. Amen. Thank you. Please be seated.
Good morning. Thank you all for being here. With great pleasure and honor, we welcome each person gathered today at the 146th commencement exercise of the Webb School for the class of 2016. The faculty and trustees join me in expressing appreciation for the presence of parents, grandparents, sisters, brothers, and friends of this talented senior class. A few housekeeping announcements. It's humid. You've got the fans. That's going to help. There's water over there and over there. Okay, restrooms are in the Barton Athletic Center. You need to go to the upper level if you need to get there, and you'll find them. We are streaming this live, and it'll be online later on available. So if you have relatives who could not make it today, please let them know, and they can watch the ceremony in its entirety. Cell phones, let me check. Mine's off. See how you do? Make sure you check. Turn those off, please. After the ceremony, lunch will be served in the Grace Fallen Dining Hall, and I hope you'll join us. If anyone needs assistance in getting there, there's a phone number to call. It's 931-222-9577, and the Webb Uber will take you there by golf cart. Joining me on stage are John Sawyer, class of 1988, and chairman of the Board of Trustees, and Dr. Ray Seddon, parent of 2 Webb graduates, our guest speaker. In addition, I would like to introduce some other special guests with us today. Please stand when I call your name. Dr. Mary Moss, Webb trustee and parent of Jared, class of 15, and also parent of Tripp, class of 11, and Elizabeth, help me, 09, thank you. Mrs. Kelly O'Daniel, Webb trustee and parent of Liam, class of 15. And on my way in, I think I saw Mr. Harden, Bill Harden, class of 1979. Please stand. I heard he was here. Where is he? He's shy. Okay. Thank you. The class of 2016 with 58 students graduating is a very special class in that they have bonded so well. Their friendships run deep and they have much love for each other. I have heard that they had a wonderful time on senior survival, their final days together as a class. They had the highest attendance for senior survival in recent years, and also it's the only time in my time here, 6 years, where all 58 of them showed up for the rehearsal. That's amazing. It says how close they are. And as a little side note, ask some of them what rattlesnake tastes like after their trip on senior survival. A great experience for several of them. We are very proud of you, the class of 2016, for all of your accomplishments. You have worked very hard to reach your academic goals, and you have been leaders in the playing fields, the courts, and on the stage. Your academic accomplishments include 2 National Merit Scholars, Andrew Cooper and Ulysses Yu, many winners of national academic awards, and very strong performances on the national advanced placement exams. Your class is filled with talented musicians, actors, artists, and singers. The 2 drama productions this year, A Christmas Carol and Arsenic and Old Lace, were outstanding. In particular, I will always remember the coordinated movements and facial expressions of Mackenzie Cannon and Sarah Beth Menk in Arsenic and Old Lace, and Kai Trychek's wonderful lead performance as Scrooge in A Christmas Carol. The Strings Orchestra, which it's just a small portion of it, I think they're about 55 students strong now, continues to grow and improve each year, and the choir had its best performances in years. Mr. Wofford counted on many of you as you've taken the WILD course over the years to help lead trips throughout this past year, and of course with senior survival. By the way, we had the most outer limits trips ever this past year. In athletics, many athletes have been named to all district and all region teams, while working with teammates to produce competitive sports teams, including a boys soccer team that made it to the state quarterfinals before losing to Evangelical Christian. The group of senior boys on that team, Jared Moss, Jared Wilson, Robert Wyndham, Colin Paffrath, Timaz Ferguson, Keeley, and Dapo Amidaweju, have played together at Webb for many years, and they will be sorely missed. This class is also known for its creativity, energy, and passion. I expect that they will pedigree their ancestors as they make a difference in the world. The faculty and I congratulate the members of the class of 2016 for all of their accomplishments and for having achieved this important milestones in their lives. I would now like to introduce our guest speaker, Dr. Ray Seddon, and she certainly pedigreed her ancestors. A veteran of 3 space shuttle flights, Dr. Ray Seddon spent 19 years with the National Aeronautics and Space Administration, NASA. In 1978, she was selected as one of the first 6 women to enter the astronaut program. She served as a mission specialist on flights in 1985 and 1991, and is payload commander in charge for all science activities on her final space shuttle flight in 1993. This brought her total time in space to 30 days. After leaving NASA in 1997, Dr. Seddon was the Assistant Chief Medical Officer of the Vanderbilt Medical Group in Nashville for 13 years. There she led an initiative aimed at improving patient safety, quality of care, and team effectiveness by use of an aviation-based model of crew resource management. She then became a founding member of the Life Wings Partners, LLC, which teaches this concept to healthcare institutions across the United States. A graduate of the University of California at Berkeley with a degree in physiology, Dr. Seddon received her MD degree from the University of Tennessee College of Medicine in Memphis, where she completed her residence in general surgery. She lives in Murfreesboro, Tennessee with her husband and fellow astronaut, Captain Robert Hoot Gibson, and their children, 2 of whom are Webb School graduates, Paul, class of 01, and Emily, class of 13. She has been inducted into the Tennessee Aviation Hall of Fame, the Astronaut Hall of Fame. That's why she couldn't be our speaker last year. She was being inducted into the Astronaut Hall of Fame, and the Tennessee Women's Hall of Fame. A memoir of her NASA career, Go for Orbit, was published in the summer of 2015. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Ray Seddon.
Good morning. Big day, big day. First, I'm going to address a few words to the faculty. Many thanks for all you do to make Webb such a great school. As Mr. Broad had mentioned, 2 of my children are Webb graduates, so this school and its teachers hold a very special place in my heart. My son and daughter had to work very hard at Webb. Some of you will remember them. And there were times when they hated it. But you know something? When they left here, they found out that they were very well prepared for college and for the world. So many, many thanks to all of you. I hope you all are feeling the breeze. There's a lot of breeze up here. And to the parents, I have been sitting in those seats looking at my own graduates. And I was thinking of the old Harry Belafonte song, "Turn around and they're tiny, turn around and they're grown." And I remember thinking, where did the years go? Perhaps you're still in that thought today. And I know that you are reluctant to let them go because they're your babies after all. But you have given them roots, and now you must give them wings. Now I hope all of you don't mind, but I'm going to turn sideways and address the graduates. To the class of 2016, I promise that I will follow the rules given to all commencement speakers. Stand up, speak up, then shut up. Because I know you all are just ready to get on with this day. I want you to picture this though. I'm lying on my back, looking up at the sky, and I'm very well aware of the fact that I'm sitting on top of 4.5 million pounds of explosives. And when someone lights the fuse, I will be launched, finally launched. But you know something? I was just anxious to be on my way. No doubt you're in the same position, just anxious to be launched into a bigger world. When I left Earth so many years ago, I knew that I'd be leaving some things behind, perhaps just for a while. My family, fresh air, cheeseburgers. And what will you be leaving from your days here at Webb? The dreaded declamations and orations, memories of senior survival, maybe even including the fact that the bus slipped off the road, fried okra at the Bell Buckle Cafe. But what will you take with you from here in your backpack of skills? Have you ever considered that you will have to be explorers who face challenges and overcome obstacles? When I was 17, I decided that I wanted to go to a university that was 2,000 miles away. Fresh out of Murfreesboro Central High School, I found myself at the University of California at Berkeley. It was a great school. It was a huge school, and about as different from Tennessee as Earth is from Mars. Little did I know that it was about to become the epicenter of student unrest. Can you imagine hordes of students, thousands of students, all shouting, "Stop the Vietnam War! Hey, hey, LBJ, how many kids did you kill today? Free speech now. Society is bad. Join a commune. Be a flower child. Equal rights for women." And then came, from the overhead police helicopters, tear gas all over campus. It was, quite frankly, overwhelming. And things that I fervently believed in were under attack. Things like capitalism, religion, politeness, and the appropriateness of wearing shoes, or even clothes for that matter. I had to decide who I was and what my strongly held beliefs meant. I can only imagine what my parents feared. We were a whole generation, and some of you remember it, and we were encouraged to tune in, turn on, and drop out. But because of the values that I took from my family, I turned out all right. And you will carry with you beliefs from here, your values, your ethical code. Those are the roots that your family and this school have given you. Will you be able to hear people who disagree with those beliefs and yet hold strong to them? Now, some of you think that you may know what your career will be. I was pretty sure that I was going to be a doctor. I had grandiose ideas of what that meant. I mean, like big car, big house, big bucks, right? Only as I was finishing my medical training, I found out that NASA was going to accept women into the new group of astronauts. Well, I applied and became one of the first 6 women in the astronaut corps. And I know that unexpected opportunities will come your way too. Will you be explorers? Will you listen for those unexpected opportunities? Will you assess them carefully and then maybe take advantage of some of them? I hate to tell you though, there will be obstacles you have to overcome. If you fail, figure out how you can succeed. As an astronaut, I had to take scuba training. And you ask, scuba training for astronauts? Well, if you're preparing for a spacewalk in the big white spacesuit, you do your training in a large tank of water that simulates weightlessness. And if your mask floods, you have to be able to breathe from the scuba equipment given to you by a safety diver. Now, I have to tell you, all my life, I had been terrified of drowning. Yet I had to have that scuba certification, and I had to accomplish certain things. I had to be able to swim the length of the pool and back underwater, holding my breath. I had to tread water for 20 minutes. I had to swim down to the bottom of the deep end of the pool and pick up a brick and carry it to the surface. Quite frankly, I could do none of those things. But instead of giving up, I practiced and I practiced and I practiced until I could do them. And that dadgum brick served as a metaphor for the rest of my life when I faced obstacles. And there were other challenges along the way, but overcoming each of them as they came along allowed me to fly in space on 3 shuttle flights, to float weightless and study how the human body adapted when gravity went away, to figure out how medical care could be provided to future space travelers, and to see this awesome planet from the incredible vantage point of low Earth orbit. All of those things because I didn't give up along the way. Now, my daughter Emily faced an unexpected obstacle when she was here at Webb. As a shy 7th grader, she had always been very uncomfortable speaking in front of a group. As her first declamation approached, she got more and more anxious. She practiced alone. She practiced with her family. She even practiced in front of her cat. And when the appointed day arrived, she did just fine. And as those yearly presentations went by, she became more and more confident of her capabilities. I hope that's happened to you. And when she did her senior presentation, she nailed it and got a standing ovation from her classmates. I don't need to tell you that Webb is a really tough school. And I'll bet that there were times that you felt like you couldn't do the work. But you didn't give up. you have made it, and you have developed grit, resilience, and a fighting spirit. That is a superpower that you will take from here. And you've learned to appreciate the value of true friendship. That is true friendship, not friend like the verb, where you can friend somebody and then just as easily unfriend them. My son Paul went to Webb, and though not a great athlete, he took to heart old Sonny's admonition. I'm going to need your help here. Let's see, how does it go? You've seen it on a building for many years. Don't ever be a spectator. Take a hand in the game. See? They remember. Well, Paul wanted to play on an athletic team. And since few kids back then had played lacrosse, so everybody wasn't really good at it, and in fact, very few kids here in Middle Tennessee even knew what it was, Paul decided that that would be his sport. For 4 long years, he went to every practice. He always turned out for the games, and he always did his best. And for those 4 years, Paul held a very important position on the team. His primary goal was to sit on the bench and make sure it didn't move. He got really good at it. And sometimes when the feet were a few points ahead, Paul even got some time on the field. But by the end of his last season at Webb, he had yet to make a point. So in the last game of his last season, the coach put him in, and his teammates set it up so he finally got a goal. Sorry, I'm glad I had a few minutes there because I get kind of choked up when I ever think about that. It was so very important to Paul and his family. But that's an example of the things that you will take from here. You know about teamwork and true friendship. So remember this day. Hold fast to your roots. They're the values that make up your character. Use the wings that will soon be given to you to explore that vast new world of college. Gain confidence by facing new challenges and overcoming obstacles. And always remember your true friends. So here you are on this launch pad, and we're about to light the fuse and send you on your way. And this whole world of people will be watching you. Today is liftoff day. Congratulations, good luck, and Godspeed, Webb School Class of 2016.
If that speech doesn't get you going, nothing will. Okay, great. I'd like to recognize and thank the faculty. They have an extraordinary dedication to our students. Will the faculty please rise and please join me in thanking the faculty for all they do. Class of 2016, I do hope that you will not let this day go by without thanking personally those teachers and administrators who have made a difference in your life. We have many faculty and staff who will be honored at our recognition dinner in August for achieving 5-year milestones at Webb. I would like to also recognize them in front of you. Please stand when I call your name. For 5 years of service, Leon Broadhead, Kathleen Camp, David Forrest, where is he? I saw him. He's around, I saw him. Teresa Locke, Rita Mitchell, Amy Norris, Pamela Seals, Carla Vogt. In case you don't know, she's also getting married later today, so it's a pretty special day. And Ruth Wofford. For 10 years of service, Gail McClanahan and Jeff Mitchell. Now we've got a big jump. For 30 years of service, Elizabeth Logler, and she's not here today, and she knew that. She's not feeling well, and she's not here. And another one, Larry Nichols. We'd also like to thank those faculty members who'll be leaving us at the end of this year, joining our 58 graduates and moving on to new adventures and relaunching, I guess. Is that what? The first group has been at Webb for 1 year. Christy Polk served as school counselor at Webb, and she brought her professional experience to help us grow in our approach to counseling at Webb. Kayla Smith joined us as a member of the English faculty just before school began, and she did a solid job this year. She's looking to return to the Northeast next year. Carrie Allwater, Associate Director of Admissions, is as competent and as professional as one can be. She and her family will be moving to Monterey, California, where her husband will pursue a great professional opportunity, and Carrie will be an administrator at Santa Catalina School. Sarah Chen, one of our Chinese teachers, will be returning to China. We are grateful for her warmth and all that she did for students in the classroom and in the dormitory. Will these four ladies please stand so that we may thank you for your contributions. That's a shy bunch. Shirley Lee has been at Webb for 2 years and has delighted us with her teaching of Chinese and her many adventures throughout the United States, many of them with our students. Thank you, Ms. Lee. Please stand. Megan Towns and Kelly Wyatt have both been at Webb for 4 years working in the foreign language department. They have each created strong bonds with our students through their teaching, coaching, and for Ms. Wyatt in Brand Dormitory. Mrs. Towns will be taking some time off next year, and Mrs. Wyatt will be leaving Serene Bell Buckle to teach at Latin School of Chicago. We wish you both well next year. Please stand. Gregan Bowden has been at Webb for 6 years. He has been an effective math teacher, a residential faculty member, and has also coached football and baseball over the years. He will be moving to North Carolina to teach at Gaston Day School. And he's not here today because he's looking for a house in North Carolina. So Mr. Bowden will give a hand for him. Michael Cimino Hurt has been at Webb for 10 years and has assumed a variety of roles. History teacher, chair of the history department, advisor, leader of studio band, and a helpful sound technician. With the soul of a poet, Mr. Cimino Hurt has influenced countless Webb students. He is retiring from teaching to become his wife's executive assistant in her role with New York Life Insurance. Michael, please stand. Thank you all very much for your service to Webb. We do have one special faculty award, and this award is voted by the student body, the McQuitty Award. The David Newton McQuitty Award is given by the family of David Newton McQuitty to honor a teacher who has integrity, is loyal to Webb and its ideals, is dedicated to the profession, and who encourages sound character development and academic excellence. A native of Bedford County, David Newton McQuitty graduated from Webb in 1921 and completed his studies at Vanderbilt and the University of Chicago. He served as teacher and librarian at Webb for 12 years, following which he became headmaster and academic dean at Tennessee Military Institute in Sweetwater. As I said earlier, the winner of the McQuitty Award is selected by vote of the student body. This year's recipient is a young woman who has had an extraordinary impact on her students. She is kind, gentle, soft-spoken, and poised beyond her years. Her teaching has been very strong, but her greater impact may be the bonds she has formed with the students, especially those of the boarding community. She has been an important figure in her dormitory, well-respected and loved by all. She has been a leader of student trips to foreign countries, opening new worlds to many students. She has been an ardent spectator of athletic contests, plays, and other school events. She was an assistant cross-country coach, helped with the French club, and her presence on campus has been supportive to many students. She is the definition of triple threat in boarding schools: teacher, coach, and residential staff member. In addition, her care for her students was evident in all that she did. She will be sorely missed next year as she moves to Latin School of Chicago. On behalf of the students of the Webb School, I'm honored to present the David Newton McQuitty Award to Kelly Wyatt. Mr. Garcia will now help me present the individual awards to members of the class of 2016. Book awards are given to the student in each course who earns the highest average. Senior recipients were honored at an earlier ceremony, and you will notice a list of recipients in your program. I will now call on Andrew McCready, Dean of Students, to recognize seniors for excellence in community service.
I'm delighted to present this year's Community Service Awards. These awards are presented to seniors who have averaged 50 hours of community service each year they have attended the Webb School, and totaling at least 150 hours of service to the community. I'd like to ask Emery Hutchins to come. Miss Zoe Spear. Austin Fiala. Andrew Cooper. Allie Coffey. And Sarah Beth Mink. We have another round of applause, please.
Who hired that plane? Personal integrity, the honor code, and the honor council have been the cornerstones of the Webb tradition since its founding 146 years ago. At this time, James Garcia, faculty advisor to the honor council, will recognize the senior members of the Webb School Honor Council.
It has been my pleasure to work with these seniors as they've done their best to uphold the standards of this school. I'll now present the awards. Sergeant at Arms, James Sherwood. Secretary, Sarah Beth Mink. Vice President, Andrew Cooper. And President Austin Fiala.
Brian Wofford, Director of Webb's Outer Limit Programs, will now recognize seniors who have been involved in the Wilderness Instruction and Leadership Development Program.
I'd like to give the WILD 2 Award. WILD stands for Wilderness Instruction and Leadership Development. This individual has been involved for 2 years and has taken many trips and eaten lots of dirt with me. This award goes to Sarah Beth Mink. When WILD was originally thought up, it was designed to be a possible 3-year program. But as time went along, it also filled the gap as a semester elective, a 1-year program, a 2-year program, or a 3-year program. So as electives became more varied and the competition more fierce, students took more AP courses, and the ability for students to make time to take WILD for 3 years became very, very rare. Originally, it was designed for students to be able to take this 3-year program and it to be an exit program that was kind of like a capstone congratulatory event. And now it's come down to the fact that almost no one has time to fit this in their schedule. This student has taken WILD for 3 years, has taken many trips, probably more than 35 in the last 3 years. I'd like to give this 3-year capstone WILD award to Kai Krachek.
College Counselor Chris Rodriguez will recognize our 2 National Merit Scholarship finalists.
It's always a risky proposition to put a microphone in front of me, so I'll make this quick before I become the former director of college counseling by accident. As many of you know, Webb School has a very long and outstanding tradition of success on standardized tests, SAT, ACT, AP tests, obviously, but also the PSAT, which serves as the qualifying test for the National Merit Scholarship Program. This year's senior class was definitely no exception. We had 4 commended students, and we also had, as Mr. Broad had referenced earlier, 2 National Merit Scholars, which we're very proud of. I have a certificate from one of them. The other one has already received her certificate, so I'll recognize him first. He will be using his National Merit Scholarship this fall at Vanderbilt University. Ulysses Yu, stand up. Anchor down. And the other one will be going to the University of Alabama in the fall, and I'll give him his certificate right now. I'd like to bring up Andrew Cooper.
Well done, Mr. Rodriguez. You're still employed. I would like to have Lieutenant Colonel Lance Baxter of the United States Air Force to present a special commission to a member of the class of 2016. Lieutenant Colonel Baxter.
It's my pleasure today to represent the United States Air Force and the Director of Admissions of the United States Air Force Academy, Colonel Carolyn Benishek, to present Anna Claire Tuma with an appointment to the United States Air Force Academy in Colorado Springs, Colorado. This appointment is equivalent to being offered a 4-year scholarship to a top-tier college with all expenses paid to include tuition, housing, food, books, medical and dental benefits, as well as a monthly living stipend. Appointments to the Air Force Academy are very competitive, and most successful applicants are in the top 20% of the country's high school students. Anna Claire is one of only 1,400 candidates offered an appointment this year to the small school environment that is the Air Force Academy. As an Academy cadet, Anna Claire will be joining a select group of students training to become future leaders of character in the world's greatest air and cyberspace force. During the 4 years at the Academy, Anna Claire will participate in leadership development programs to include flying aircraft, free fall parachuting, Division I athletics or intramural sports, as well as participation in military training and foreign exchange programs around the world. She will pursue a college degree of her choice in one of 27 academic majors, ranging from aeronautical and electrical engineering to history and political science. Anna Claire will also study Air Force history, military affairs, leadership, philosophy, and management. After successfully completing the Academy's 4-year academic, character, and leadership development program, Anna Claire will graduate with a Bachelor's of Science degree and be commissioned a second lieutenant in the United States Air Force. Anna Claire plans to study aeronautical engineering and pursue a career as a pilot. In her role as an Air Force officer, she will have the opportunity to be a part of something bigger than herself, make a difference, be a part of an operations team that actually affects the flow of world events. I envy Anna Claire as she embarks on this great adventure. For Anna Claire, the sky is truly not the limit. Congratulations.
Congratulations, Anna Claire. Big honor. We will now present special awards selected by the faculty. Ruth Cordell, Director of the Theater Program, will present the Joseph Peter Mearsman Award.
I brought up Mr. Jones to present the award while I talk about this student. First of all, to all of my Webb players who are graduating, I will miss you all so much. There's so many of you. The Joseph Peters Mearsman Jr. Award goes to that senior who has given a significant contribution to the program over the 4 years of high school. Zoe Spear, would you come and get your award?
Sarah Chen and John Chicken will present the Male and Female Outstanding Border Awards.
To that resident, student who best exemplifies the qualities which contribute to boarding school life, for male, Ege Mavi.
The female boarder of this year is Lily Lee.
Kelly Wyatt will now present the John Freeman Academic Achievement Award.
This award is presented by the family of John Freeman to that persevering student who faced initial academic difficulties at Webb, but who began to flourish academically and to realize his or her potential. It's my honor to present this award to Liam O'Daniel.
Pamela Seals will present the Paul Hunt Award.
The Paul Hunt Award is the award given to the student who, in the judgment of the faculty, has exhibited particular courage, determination, and cheerfulness during the year. This individual has been a part of my life for the last 4 years. Gonna miss her greatly. When you see her, you'll understand why we voted for her for cheerfulness. Ashley King.
Elmer Smith will present the Marjorie Eiley Manley Award and the American Association of Teachers of French Award.
The Marjorie Eiley Manley Award is presented to that student who best combines an appreciation of music and foreign language. And it's given in honor of Marjorie Eiley Manley for her fluent French, for her excellence in piano and her Latin studies. The award goes to Ulysses Yu. The American Association of the Teachers of French awards a graduating senior for excellence in the study of French and an excellent commitment to, exceptional commitment to the French language and to the many cultures where it is spoken. The recipient today has completed through the AP level in French study, has traveled to France, and has completed in the National French Contest. The award winner of the Outstanding Senior in French Award is Sarah Beth Mink.
L.R. Smith will present the Shorenstein Award.
The family of Richard Shorenstein Jr. presents a prize to that student or students, regardless of classification, whom the faculty judges to be the hardest worker in the school. Now let me tell you something. At the beginning of this year, I told my advisee group, I said, I'll be your advisor as long as you are highly motivated self-starters who make exceptionally good grades, but above all, who make me look good. And they all did. But I'll tell you, the winner of this award did it even better, Mr. Andrew Cooper.
Athletic Director Scott Dorsett will present the Senior Achievement Scholar Athlete Awards.
The Senior Achievement Scholar Athlete Award recognizes two seniors, one male and one female, who have excelled both academically and athletically. They must have played 2 varsity sports their senior year and play at least 4 seasons in their Webb career. And we have 2 excellent choices here. For the female, I was blessed to have coached this young lady, tremendous young lady on the court, on the field, off the field. She just did it all. And it doesn't hurt that I'm an Air Force veteran and I'm pretty excited about where she's going, and that's Miss Anna Claire Tooman. And our gentleman, I was in a fraternity in college, an SAE, and we had a saying, a true gentleman. And when I think of this young man, that's the first word that comes to my mind, is a true gentleman. Not only is he a great athlete, but he embodies what I would think of as a Webb student, Mr. Jared Moss.
Chaplain Boynton, Chair of the English Department, will present the Webb Fallon Award.
This award is in memory of Gerald Webb Fallen and is given to the senior with the highest cumulative English grade average. A student must be at Webb a minimum of at least 3 years to be eligible. I'm happy to present this award to Mackenzie Cannon.
Chair of the Math Department, Leanne Wyndham, will present the Henry Harrell Memorial Mathematics Award.
The Henry Harrell Mathematics Memorial Award honors the memory of a graduate and friend of Webb School. The award was established by Mrs. Henry Harrell in memory of her husband. The award is given to the graduating senior who has demonstrated excellence in all of the mathematics courses he or she has undertaken at the Webb School. It is my honor to present this to Mr. Ulysses Yu.
I'll now call on Pamela Seals, Chair of the Science Department, to present the Shevlin Brooks Bigger Science Award.
Hi again. The Shevlin Brooks Bigger Science Award is given by the family, friends, and classmates to honor and perpetuate the memory of Chev Bigger, class of '79. The award is presented to recognize outstanding achievement in the study of science. This year, when the faculty voted, the first name that came out from everybody was Jim Sherwood.
Interim Director of Studies James Garcia will present the John Hardin Highest Scholarship Award and the Anna Landis Hightower Award.
The John Hardin Highest Scholarship Award. The Webb School makes an award of a new $100 bill to the graduate who receives the highest scholastic average in his or her senior year. This award goes to Andrew Cooper. The Anna Landis Hightower Award is presented annually to that member of the graduating class who has maintained the highest academic average in his or her 4 years at the Webb School. This award goes to Andrew Cooper.
The John Lewis Morgan Award was established to perpetuate the years of meritorious service to the Webb School. This award is made annually to the student who has maintained a high standard of excellence in his or her academic work and demonstrated the highest qualities of good citizenship in the service of the school. The award celebrates the life of John Morgan, who served on the Webb School faculty for 43 years and also served as head of school from 1959 until 1963. This year, there are 2 recipients of the John Lewis Morgan Award. The first recipient is the embodiment of a gentleman scholar. Quiet, unassuming, and humble, he has an intellect beyond his years and an amazing capacity to move beyond his comfort zone to try new things. His participation at Webb has been wide-ranging. He is strong in academics. Last year, he was named an Advanced Placement Scholar with honor, and since he took 6 Advanced Placement courses this year, he will likely be named a National Advanced Placement Scholar this summer. He has participated in many activities: honor council, mock trial, Webb players. He learned to play the piano, dorm prefect, and served as a middle school tutor. Who can forget him when he portrayed Mr. Potter in It's a Wonderful Life? When his English teacher was sick this year, he ran the class in his absence. One faculty member remarked, "When we recite the mission of the school on Mondays, I think to myself, there's the guy." Other faculty members described him with the following phrases: his authentic and intellectual curiosity is at the heart of his success at Webb. Brilliant, caring, witty, and charming. And he strives for excellence in every undertaking and does so in a cheerful and selfless manner. Next year, he will bring his outstanding academic talents and even stronger character traits to Johns Hopkins University. In time, this quiet giant will make his mark there, just as he has done at Webb. On behalf of the faculty, it is my pleasure to award the John Lewis Morgan Award to Jim Sherwood. As the first recipient was quiet and unassuming, the second recipient let us know he was here the moment he arrived 7 years ago. He is a fast thinker, very well spoken, and his public demeanor exudes confidence. When I interviewed for the position of head of school, he was on the student head of school search committee as a 6th grader. He was not intimidated at all, and he asked more than one question with great enthusiasm. He has been very busy during his senior year. As Honor Council President, he has presided over a number of cases this year. He's explained each case to me with precision and care. Despite bearing this load, and in addition to his academics, he has always been positive. He cares deeply about Webb, its honor, its past, and its future. He is one of our best admission tour guides, another duty he does cheerfully. His rapid cadence may overwhelm some of our visitors, but they all agree he does a wonderful job. His classmates voted him Mr. Webb in the yearbook superlatives. Faculty members said he's the face of the school. He lives and breathes for the school. He's considerate, cheerful, and a pleasure to work with. And he follows all the ideals set forth by Sonny Webb's vision of the Webb School. One faculty member described how this recipient was very sick on the opening night of Scrooge, but he fought through the evening and did not let his fellow actors down. In addition to all these platitudes, his most audible contribution to Webb has been his role as voice of the feet. His school spirit is beyond compare. He has spent countless hours at athletic contests at Webb, basketball play-by-play, football, soccer, lacrosse, and introducing seniors on senior night. He has a voice that is the envy of many professional public address announcers. If he does not become President of the United States, he can always be an NBA announcer. There's a bright future ahead for this young man. We are all excited for him and anxious to see what path he will take. On behalf of the faculty, it's my pleasure to award the John Lewis Morgan Award to Austin Fiala.
Your web feed.
I had to hear it one more time. As is the custom of graduation, we'll take a moment to recognize two very important groups at Webb. First, the Old Guard, which is composed of students who have attended Webb 4 or 5 years. Will these students please stand when I call their names? Mackenzie Cannon, Willow Dickey, Paul T-Moz Ferguson, Brady Flanagan, Alex Fouch, Eli Freeman, Andrew Harper, Dustin Kilgore, Tammy Komoda, Kai Krachek, Sarah Ma, Dion Nixon, Liam O'Daniel, Mitch Owens, Colin Paffrath, Elizabeth Revis, Hannah Revis, Courtney Sells, Jim Sherwood, John Walsh, Levi Wilson, Ulysses Yu, and Legend Joe. Members of the Ancient Guard are students who began their career at Webb in the 6th or 7th grade. I ask that these students please stand as their names are called. Ashlyn Avent, Allie Coffey, Andrew Cooper, Jonathan Krambus, Anna Kate Curtis, Phil D'Antonio, John Darling, Carly Dodson, Austin Fiala, Madeline Gallagher, Teeny Gamada, Hannah Hastings, Emery Hutchins, Ashley King, Ethan McNabb, Sarah Beth Mank, Anna Morgan, Jared Moss, Dapu Amirweju, Gavin Seagroves, Zoe Spear, Anna Claire Tuma, Jared Wilson, Robert Wyndham, and Andrew Wright. Thank you very much for that. That is two very large groups. It's great to see them all here today. The next part's a lot of fun. Our student speaker from the class of 2016 is Zoe Spear. Zoe has been the student backbone of audiovisual services for our chapel presentations. She has been thanked by almost every junior and senior in the school for her help with their presentations. She is a friend to all, and I have never heard anyone utter an unkind word about her. I look forward to hearing what she has to say. It is my pleasure to introduce class of 2016 speaker, Ms. Zoe Spear.
Hello. Okay. 58. That's how many of us there are. Each of us unique, but the one thing we all have in common is Webb. Some have spent almost half their lives here, 7 years, and some have only spent 2 years with us. But each and every one of us knows both the struggles and joys that a Webb student experiences, something we will only share with each other. High school is 4 years of your life you spend making memories, and ours are intertwined. The sports tournaments, strings performances, plays, and spring fests, whether you participated or watched, we did them together. The late night papers, cram sessions in the library, and panic before finals are the things we helped each other survive. The fear of public speaking in chapel in front of all 350 of us, something we all know and hate, but have come to appreciate because we don't panic in front of big crowds. I mean, look at me now. This is kind of easy. And finally, the people. That is what is specific to our class. No other Webb alum will know what it's like to graduate with the amazing, slightly crazy class of 2016. Our experiences with faculty, the people who really did change our lives, won't be the same as those of other classes either. From middle school, we'll remember our time with Miss Williams. We'll remember Miss Mallory's U.S. history class and Mr. Swafford's quizzes. We used to think those were hard, if only. From 9th grade, we'll remember English with Miss Johnson, 10th grade, world history with Mr. Hurt and Seppuku, and performing Hamlet for Miss Akers. 11th grade, watching a movie about orcas in English and the multitude of OCPs from Mr. Jones's class. And finally, as seniors, we will all remember the day Mr. Barrett came into class after having an epiphany because he had a dream of a majestic blue bird. These things are what drew us together as a class, what made our time at Webb unique, and now that time has come to an end. Our time figuring our way through Webb is finally over. We made it, guys. The chance to make memories together is gone, and we are about to go our separate ways, whether to a different coast or staying close to home. We will no longer be together. Class of 2016, you are all exceptional people, and I can't wait for us to go out into the world and tear it up. I'm excited for us to all go and fumble our way through college. At least we will have what we learned while here, and not just what we learned in a classroom. So go to college and learn. Make mistakes. Maybe not quite as many made in high school, but make some. Make new memories with new people, and use what you have learned from Webb, and always look back on the memories from your time here with fondness. I've heard high school can be the best and worst years of your life. I'm not entirely sure which is more true, but I do know that it is something I will never forget. So class of 2016, I wish you the best of luck. We finally got the freedom we've been begging for. And I can't wait to see what you do with it. You are all destined for great things, I'm sure of it. And I have no doubt in my mind that sometime in my future, I will be hearing of your many successes, but I'll always remember the dweebs from high school. So finally, I leave you with a personal story. There came a day senior year when I looked around at my classmates and realized that somewhere along this journey, we grew up. We've gone from middle schoolers playing with sticks and breaking windows with soccer balls, to scared freshmen, to soulless juniors, to adults, well, legally adults. Not only have we grown up, but I've watched it happen. I've watched you all turn into the truly incredible people that you are today, maybe even influenced it. And honestly, it was such a privilege. I am thankful for Webb for many things, but this is what I am most thankful for, the opportunity to grow up with you all. We have a lot more growing up to do, but you, class of 2016, have made these past 4 years special. So thank you. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did.
Okay, class of 2016, the moment you've been waiting for. Mr. John Sawyer, class of 88, and chairman of the Webb School Board of Trustees, will present graduation Bibles to the class of 2016. They didn't do well in rehearsal either. Ue Zhou, cum laude. Ulysses L. Yu, summa cum laude. Andrew Wright. Robert William Talmadge Wyndham, magna cum laude. Levi Matthew Wilson, cum laude. Jared Wilson. John Robert Walsh. Anna Claire Tuma, summa cum laude. Zoe Spear, cum laude. James William Sherwood, summa cum laude. Courtney Elizabeth Sells. Thomas Gavin Seagroves, cum laude. Hannah Ruth Revis. Elizabeth Sue Revis, cum laude. Colin Paffrath. Mitch Owens. Oladapo Medawoju. Liam Thomas Macaulay O'Daniel. Dion Nixon. Maggie Rebecca Newell. Jared Grayson Moss, magna cum laude. Anna Elizabeth Tiger Morgan. Sarah Elizabeth Mank, magna cum laude. Ethan Michael McNabb, summa cum laude. Burke Mavi, summa cum laude. Yuhan Ma, summa cum laude. Ifan Lily Lee, magna cum laude. Kikwaka Ki Lee, cum laude. Kai Kraychek, summa cum laude. Ashley King. Tammy Komodo. Matthew Dustin Kilgore, cum laude. Emery Hutchins. Hannah Grace Hastings. Andrew Harper. Sunny Gawani. Latani Adriel Biratu Gamada. Madeline Claire Gallagher, cum laude. Eli Martin Freeman. Alexandria F. Fouch. Brady Sears Flanagan. Mason S. Pfizer. Timaz Ferguson. Min Sung Ohm. Alexandria Kate Edwards. Summa cum laude. Carly Dodson, cum laude. Willow Ann Rose Dickey, summa cum laude. Jonathan M. Darling. Philip D'Antonio III. Anna Kate Curtis. Jonathan Crambeth. Andrew Cooper, summa cum laude. Allie Coffey. Shay Alyssa Simone Cartwright. Mackenzie Rain Cannon, summa cum laude. Ashlyn Lee Aven. Grace Archibald, cum laude. Austin Davis Fiala, magna cum laude. Ladies and gentlemen, the Webb School class of 2016. Okay, this next time we've been practicing all year. This time, the class of 2016 would like to invite all alumni present to come forward and join them as they lead us in the singing of Integra Vitae. Alumni, come on up. Alumni, if you've forgotten the words, they're in the program. Okay? congregation please rise? The senior class and the alumni will sing the first verse, and we ask that the congregation join them in singing the second and third verses, after which the alumni may return to their seats. Alumni, please return to your seats. Thank you. Please be seated. So class of 2016, this is it. You will leave this wonderful place to forge new adventures. After your intense bonding of senior survival, you will soon go your separate ways. There are some members of your class whom you may never see again, and there are some who will be the best friends that you will ever have. We hope that you will return often to Webb, the place where your adolescent dreams began. Always remember, you are a Webb lady or gentleman. That title comes with the great responsibility of leading your life with honor, character, and service to others. Be a servant leader in all that you do. That's it. Record time. Please stand while we have a prayer, the traditional Irish blessing. May the road rise up to meet you. May the wind always be at your back. May the sun shine warm upon your face and the rain fall soft upon your fields. And until we meet again, may God hold you in the palm of his hand. Amen.